Don't get in my face and don't touch me and we good.
Oh yeah.
You get too close. These hands have a mind of their own. I am not responsible
Listen,
for the products. And chop somebody in a uniform. Get back, you too close. What's in my phone?
that shit funny. Remember you slapped a buddy for getting in your face? That shit happened so fast. I was like, whoa, ooh, what the fuck?
Them hands, he touched me. Yeah, I told him back.
You slapped the shit out of him.
Blow the dust off my mic as I make another hit. Sauce light, press record, let me talk my shit. Reflecting on these scenes from my past.
Yeah.
Ready.
With
It's your
another
girl
video.
Lex, Queen Lex.
And your boy Smitty. And here we are again, back with another video.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, how we are? We want to start off with a quick check in. How we doing?
Oh yeah.
How you
Check
doing?
in is a must.
Yeah, yeah.
How am I doing? I'm doing lovely, you know. This week was better than last week, so
Mm-hmm.
can't even complain. Uh, going through life one day at a time. So things are
Hey,
getting better as time goes on.
hey.
So
What more can you ask for?
I can't ask for more, much more. So today your boy is good. Today, take it. Take my small wins. What
That's
about
what
you?
that's what I'm learning to enjoy the small victories. That's what matter along the journey for sure. I'm doing better mentally, physically. I can't complain too much. Life
That's
been,
good.
you just gotta go with the flow. Sometimes it be like a little rough, and then you get a little light.
Yeah, yeah.
The flow. So I just
No
going with the flow.
no
And the flow
complaints. No
been
complaints.
no complaints lately.
Good, good. Hey, I ain't mad at that. It's a upgrade from last time we spoke.
Yeah, man. Ooh.
Home
That's
run.
all right though. That's all right though.
As time goes on, things get better. So
It's
that's
all a part of
good.
life, right?
Yeah. Have your ups, your downs, your world around. But as
Mm-hmm.
long as you make it to the next day, you're
As
fine.
long as you get back up. So fight another day.
Yeah. You leave. You need to talk it. What that off of? What that off of?
Friday.
Oh, there we go. I'm about to say,
Hard
hand
to
me your black
real quick.
card. Hand me your blackie card, please. So what are we gonna talk about today? What we got on the
What we
topic
got?
today?
Okay, okay. So we're gonna move on. You know how we did like foundations of relations. I feel like we covered the foundations really well. And so
Hmm.
we're gonna go on to another topic. Next time we'll touch on relationships again. That'll be for when it comes up again. But for right now, I feel like we are in transition states. You know,
Word.
and so our next topic of discussions will be transitions of life. And we're gonna start with I think we're both in the military, right?
Hmm.
Well, that's how we met. So we're gonna start with the episode one of transitions of life is transitioning out of the military. I think that's a good, cool one to
Great
talk about.
fucking topic.
Yeah, yeah. Let's get
Great
into
topic.
it. Let's get into
Oh,
it, gang.
let's do it. All right. Transitioning. So you got out before I did.
Yeah.
When when you were on your way out, how did you think it was gonna go?
We jumping right into it. How
Are
we
we
just
right
started?
into it? Right,
How we
right into
okay.
it.
So
Oh,
how
you know what? Give us a little background. How about that? Let's do the background piece.
okay. What
How
what
long
kind
you
of
was in?
back
How long you was in the army? What you did in the army? Do you say if you want to talk about it, and then We'll go from there. Let's do it
Okay,
like
cool.
that.
Yeah. Let's get a little foundation.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
We
yeah,
like foundation, right?
yeah, 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 yeah.
So, I only did my one little bit. All I did was that one little bit. I ain't need another lesson. Uh, I did my 3 years, and I was a combat medic, a 68 whiskey. Oh, I was in the army. Who? Who? Fuck them people the way.
Don't even.
But yeah, so yeah, I did emergency medicine. The job that I liked the most that I got to do was I got to teach I guess life-saving skills before people deployed. And I think what was the name of that little center? I forget the name of it. But all in all, I was stationed at Fort Hood in Texas. I think they changed the name to something else, right?
Cavasso.
Fort Cavasso. So Fort
Yeah.
Hood, yeah. And to be honest, I enjoyed the people that I met, some of them, but as far as my experience, I got what I
Mm-hmm.
got and I wouldn't, do it again.
You know.
In the army, I wouldn't try the army again. I just feel like it wasn't conducive to it was a stepping stone. And I
Mm-hmm.
and I don't regret doing it. I think I got what I needed to get out of it. And that was that for me.
Okay, okay.
What about you? What about you?
Oh well, my little bit was a little bit longer than yours.
how long was your bid?
My bid was almost. It was 9 years, almost 10.
Ooh.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Man. So yeah, Army. Uh, my job in the military was 68 Mike, which is a nutritionist. Let's see. I was stationed at Fort Hood, aka Fort Cabato. Then from there, I went to a hospital in DC, the President's Hospital, Walter Reed.
Oh,
Yeah, right.
no presidente.
Then from there, I went to Fort Benning, which is what now Fort Moore. And then
Damn, they
from
changed
Fort
that too.
Moore, from Moore, I went to Alaska, Fort Wainwright, straight doo doo.
Mhm.
Oh man, what I liked about the military, the army, was definitely the people. You met a lot of people,
Mhm.
um, and it was always good to like go somewhere new and then run into somebody else that you knew from somewhere else.
Okay.
Always a good thing. The traveling was cool. I mean, I've been traveling my whole life, so it wasn't nothing new for real. Uh, just, I think it was a cool little experience. Would I go back and do it again? No, hell no. It was definitely a lot on you mentally and physically. More
Absolutely.
mental than anything, because it's like you
Absolutely.
you learn a new way of life,
You
and
just get thrown into it.
yeah, you get thrown into
Just
it.
like
You're supposed to adapt
with
and
no training. You just get
done.
like literally you just get off the bus and they're like, "Ah!" I'm like, what the fuck is it? Why is that
Yeah, start
yelling at
yelling at you and
me?
shit.
I was like,
It,
this ain't it. Like, I need to go
yeah,
home right now.
definitely. If I had the chance to do it again, I would have did it at a different time. Back when the army was what it used to be, not what it is today. If I
Hmm.
had that chance, I would have went in earlier. But it is what it is. I learned what I learned, went through what I went through, in and out, baby, in and out.
So let
So
me ask
yeah,
you this. What was if you had to say like your top reason for joining?
my top reason for joining a
Yeah.
steady paycheck. She
Type shit. I feel
nigga
that.
had kids, was going to school, and it was just life was hard, and motherfuckers was not trying to pay you to work for them, and so it was like motherfuckers tried to be independent and work, work, but it wasn't enough. And then the military gave you that stability, a consistent paycheck. It never changed unless you got promoted or you got a bonus or something or whatever. So like your pay never changed unless you got that raise and shit. So that was good. The benefits when you're in the military and then when you get out.
Okay,
So
okay.
and that was for me. That was like all right because I've been out here living life. I've been out here doing this, so I already know what it is here. Let me go over here and see what this good life everybody talking about. And so, like being in the military, you get a lot, like a lot more opportunities from people or things like credit cards, uh, loans and stuff like that, like car loans. You get more benefits, or people look at you differently when you're in the military. Like, oh, you in the military? Like, we know you good for it, like shit like that. So it was definitely, like you said, a stepping stone, and the benefits were good. So, what about
Mhm.
you? What made you join the military?
School. That was my number one. Just getting that financial, because I knew it was something I wanted to do. Because I was like, I don't know exactly where I want to go in the medical field, and then
Hmm.
just my situation at home at the time, it wasn't like something stable, or I felt like I could be dependent on if I needed help. And
Yeah,
like we said, you get thrown in the military, but I feel like that's a no whole nother conversation. But in black households, we just get thrown out in the world too. And I was like, nah, I'd rather have that cushion. And if I got to create that for myself, then I will.
yeah,
And I didn't feel like I was ready to go to school on my own yet with like no help. People figure it out sometimes, but I was like, I don't want to just be thugging it.
nah, for real.
No.
Like, if you ain't got to, why? Why?
Yeah, I was like, I might as well, if I'm a thug it, I might as well go thug it in the military real quick, you
Yeah,
know.
with some stability, right?
Yeah, with some stability, and I know my school gonna get covered because that's my ultimate goal. So I feel like this is a smart decision, and it was just it was something that I never really thought about before. Even though
Yeah.
moms was in the military, grandpa was in the military, it was just like, you don't know. Like, I'm
Mhm.
cool. And
I'm
then
cool with
last
that.
minute, life wasn't looking how it was supposed to for me. So I was like, you know what? I gotta do what I gotta do real quick, and that's that.
Yeah. I can say for sure the military was like a last resort. Nothing else worked. Going to the
He
military.
was like,
I know they'll help you out.
I could get on the pole or something, but I don't even want to do that. I don't
Nah, no.
I'll sell something else before I sell that. Like,
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy work. It's crazy work.
no, 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 I don't want to do that. No, no, no. So I was like, yeah,
No.
this is a good decision for now.
And so when you started your transition out the military, how did you think that was gonna go?
Ooh, I feel like before we
Like, what
get
were
into
your
that,
emotions like? I'm about to get out. Like, what were you feeling? What were you thinking? Like, what was going through your mind?
before we do that, I feel like let's
Oh,
define what transition.
oh
So we
yeah,
can get on the
yeah,
same,
yeah,
on the same page, right? So for me, I would say transition with my definition would be like progressing or digressing through phases.
yeah. Mm,
That would
that's
be
good.
like
I ain't
my
never thought about it like
overall.
that.
Yeah. Either you
Okay.
progress, because some people be like, they think success is in like stairs. I think of
Mhm.
it in like a spiral, like a spring, a spiral.
Mhm.
I think of it like that because sometimes you be like, dang, I'm like, I don't know which way up, but then you
Right.
kind of get through the moment, you be like, oh, I see what that was for, and then
Mhm.
you like going up. So I think either you progressing or you either going down, but
Mhm.
it's through the phases. Just gotta that's
Oh,
my
that's good. That's a good definition for transition. My definition for transition would be um just changes in your life or your current situation.
mhm.
I feel like that's a transition.
All right. That was our
So
little Libra lingo.
Libra
And
lingo,
yeah, the little textbook definition what they say in the books.
yes.
It is transition is the process or period of changing from one state or condition to another. So back to your question of what did I feel like when I was transitioning out of the military? It was very abrupt.
Hmm.
It was very like in the moment, it was like I was preparing to transition, but then my process just got sped up out of nowhere,
Mm-hmm.
and
So
I
what were
was
you
angry,
thinking
huh?
when the process got sped up? How did you feel? What were you thinking?
In that moment, I was angry because it came out of left field, and it wasn't like I had been in trouble or anything like that. I had a bunch of write ups, so I was like real angry. I felt
Mm-hmm.
like low key like betrayed. Like, dang, somebody could have said something before I just went in there. And then after that, I was like, I don't give a fuck. I'm finna. I mean, shit. Sometimes you just gotta it is what it is,
Gotta
and
eat
if
that
I'm
cup.
supposed to get out quicker, because I was already like, nah, I'm finna lose my mind, like somebody, I'm finna tear some stuff up, there's finna be
Yeah.
some furniture moving. So if that's what it is, then that's what it is. And I was like, well, I'll be all right. This what I wanted anyway.
Mm-hmm.
It was like I went through the stages of all the emotions of grief real quick, and I
Mm-hmm.
was like, and when I got out, I was struggling, and that was scary, but mentally I knew like that was a better space for me to be in
Right.
as opposed to being in. It just was like I got out at a part where I was just like I was ready.
You knew it was time to
It
like
was time. And it was
I
like
can't really
sometimes
do this.
God just like give you it ain't no like, oh, let's open the door, let's go through this process. Sometimes it's like a push.
Push your ass off
Feel
that
like
cliff.
really at that moment, I don't know. I feel like God knows what you need, and God be pushing me a lot. It don't be no like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, let's go. It be like push, you don't listen. I be like,
You know how you missed that step when you walking down the steps?
I hear the little stuff
Yeah.
when you slip in the snow a little bit. You be like, oh,
It was like,
that's how
nah, you
it
good,
felt
bro.
for
Hey,
real.
fuck this step. Ugh.
Yeah.
With a heart drop to your stomach.
You be, you be like, oh,
That nigga got me.
start climbing down the
Got me.
wall. And do this.
But somebody had to do it, right?
Yep, I'm here now. Look at me.
Ain't the win, right?
Ooh, hey.
And you stuck in that phase forever. So I mean, it's good though. You ain't had no choice but to, deal with it and
I ain't
keep
had
it
no choice
pushing.
but to figure it out real quick.
It be like that.
You
When
going through your transition now,
I'm
man.
going through the transition, yeah,
what what's this going like for you? How
hard,
you feeling?
Speed. So when I first made the decision, it was just like it took me a minute because I'm like, bro, I'm really really tired of dealing with the army and the bullshit, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can deal with this on the outside and be have a little bit more freedom if I wanted to. So
Mm-hmm.
it took me a minute to make the decision, but I woke up one day and I was like, I'm done with this shit. And
Yeah.
then it wasn't a second thought, nothing. I just woke up that day. Damn, give me, time to get the fuck about here. I was in Alaska in the cold, stuck. I was like, I'm done, bro. Like, I done been through the worst of the worst. I done been to the worst of the worst. Alaska's the worst. Man, I can't be here no more. Damn, Army wasn't doing nothing for me. But stressing motherfucker
Mhm.
out. Leadership, same thing. They weren't no help. So I was like, bro, I'm done. For me, it was more so like I put my life on the line, join the military. I could go to war anytime and die. It took me away from my kids, my family, or whatever. And you put me around all these goofy ass people
Mhm.
who are lazy, who don't have common sense or whatever, or who power hungry.
Oh,
Shit not working, man.
oh,
I was like, I've been doing this for almost 10 years. Like, I don't even know how I made it that
it
far. Like,
it's that one for me, the power hungry. I be
the
like, for
power hungry
what?
motherfuckers. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah,
Ain't this supposed to be some
you can
like
always
one
tell.
band, one sound type?
It ain't,
Like,
nah.
nah, they lied, they
Man, we could
lied, they lied.
listen. We could talk about this shit all day. Motherfuckers in the army be like, "Oh, we a team." Boy, no, the fuck we not, boy. Y'all
No.
smoking dick. We ain't no fucking team. Hell no. Nah. Cause if I do something, I get in trouble. Not these motherfuckers. And if my supervisor or my boss get in trouble, then I get in trouble. You know, we ain't no team, bro.
Yeah.
It don't work that way. Like that is the one thing I disliked about the military. Like they teach you all this stuff. Like, oh, we're a team. We gotta look out for each other. Ah, blah 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 blah. But then
It don't
you
apply.
get around that shit don't apply to no fucking body. What?
It don't.
Motherfuckers
It
be
be
ready to
so
fry your
far
ass for what
from.
somebody else did. You be like,
Yeah,
bro, I wouldn't even think.
it be so far from like the truth. I'll be like
Yeah.
the same thing with like it be so much like hypocrisy for me.
Oh yeah, the fucking military is a fucking hypocritical hypocrisy type of place. You want the biggest hypocrites in the world? They say them
Get
church
in
folk
there,
hypocrites. Hell nah. Go to the military, boy.
go to the military.
You gonna see who the biggest hypocrites were.
You gonna see. You be like, wait, don't even worry about it.
It's like it's so bad you get to the point where you just be like numb to the shit. But then it's
And
like when
people
you
think,
numb to the shit, they don't want you to be numb to this shit because now you acting different or you moving differently.
yeah,
They don't like that. So now motherfuckers on your top for some shit that they doing. If that makes sense. Like y'all mad at me because I don't care, but when I do care, y'all don't care about shit, you know?
yeah,
So then when
and
I stop caring, it's like you acting different. But y'all want me to care about some stuff y'all don't even care about. Or y'all want me to care when y'all want me to care, but when I care about some shit, it's like, all right, whatever, nigga.
whatever.
Pretty much. I know it's a lot of them motherfuckers in there that want to be like, all right, nigga, get your ass beat. But that was it for me. I woke up that one day and I was like, I'm done, bro. I'm not doing this shit no more. And what went through my mind, signed the papers and shit, and I was like, done. It was just like, what next? I mean, I ain't never been like, oh, what can I do? Like, you just, I'm like, bro, I've been figuring it out since I was 16, 17, 34 now. I've never lost that side of me. Like, I can work. I'm going to work regardless. If I got to work, I'm going to work. So I'm not worried about
Hmm.
that. I'm not worried about being lazy or figuring it out. It's just sometimes for me, I have to be in it to get through it. Like, I can't planning to get out. That wasn't there. No,
You just gotta
no.
go
I
through
just
the
had to get
process.
out. Yep. I went through it as it was happening. Got out and looked for a job. Got myself a job. But it's just, to me, I was like, I gotta do it. That was it. I didn't have time to feel sorry for myself. I didn't have time to, you know, blame nobody or whatever. It was just like, all right, I'm getting out. This what I gotta do next. Let's go. It wasn't no sitting around, hanging out with the guys or whatever. No, like, hey, I'm going to get this money because somebody gonna have to pay these bills. And that was it. I have yet to sit back and be like, oh man, I should have stayed in. No, the fuck, I shouldn't
You
have.
know, that's one thought that never crossed my mind. It's like, I should have like
It
stuck
won't.
it. I was like,
Fuck
nah,
no.
bitch, I'll sleep in this car real comfortably before you heard
On G. Park that bitch.
like
Kick my
mentally, and
motherfucking
that's the
feet in.
thing. It was a lot of people I felt like they weren't it wasn't like a practice what you preach environment. A lot of people were out for themselves and it showed, and they did it at the expense of anybody.
Yeah.
And I was
That's how
just
it
like,
always
oh
is.
no. And
That's
then
how
I'm
it
like,
always
oh,
is.
I can't just leave. What you mean I can't just leave? I don't want to work here no more.
No, no, you can't do that.
You
No, no, no.
can't
You
walk.
you can't leave if you want to leave, but you can
But they
leave
can kick
if
you
they want
out.
you to leave. Yeah, like, hold on, no, no, no. You thought you was gonna leave when you wanted to? Nah, have a seat.
I
20
feel
minutes
like that's
later,
what
we
they did
want
to
you to leave.
me.
You can get the
Skedaddle.
fuck out now. You like,
That was the craziest
man,
part. I was like,
like,
"What?"
what? That's how they do it. That's how military is.
And but the people don't know. The people don't know. I was already in my med board process. That was the craziest. Everybody was like, they can't do that. I said, it's all right. It's okay. I got my benefits. I got honorable.
Let me tell you something. What I didn't know? No, I'm taking it back. Not what I didn't know. What I knew was happening, but I ain't never like seen it for real. And then I started seeing what I started working in different offices with different people and shit. I started seeing it. And I was like, damn, these motherfuckers some hoes. So they people in them authority positions in the military, they tell you what they want to tell you. They tell you what they want you to know. And I started seeing that shit. I'm like soldiers would come talk and stuff, and I'd be, what happened? Let me see. Lend in the ear, right? And they'll be
Mm,
telling me stuff, and I'd be like, they told you that? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, but that's not right though. That's wrong. And when when you start educating yourself and educating people, they don't like that.
mhm,
Who told you that? Why did you like? There's plenty of times like I told somebody like they get in trouble, like you need to go talk to such and such because they can't do that. And so, word get back. I don't care. You can tell them I told you. I really don't care. Like I ain't do nothing wrong. That's public information. And then motherfuckers come to me like, oh, why did you tell them that? Oh, you eavesdrop on the conversation, or like that's none of your business. And I'm like, well, if a soldier come talk to me and tell me some stuff that ain't right, or some stuff that they heard that ain't right, it is my business to
educate.
inform them of the right way or the right things to do, or send them to the source so they get better educated. Like I don't see nothing wrong with that. But like I said, they like to fuck people over in the military,
Mhm.
and to me, like that shit's foul because at the end of the day, these people put their lives on the line or whatever, and at the end of the day, y'all fuck them over, then y'all going about y'all business.
And you know what I used to be like? What regulation is that? And I used to look shit up. When I say hated me,
Mm-hmm.
what?
Because they don't want you to know shit.
They used to make them so mad, but I used to be like, no, that's not a regulation. That's something you made up.
Mm, mm.
Where's that in the regs? Show
Show me
me
where
where
it's
that
at.
is in the regs.
They hate that shit.
And then they get to okay. It say woo 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 woo. What?
Read it word for word, me dog.
What it say? It say I
Read it
can't
word for
have
word.
nails. They must be this long. You want to measure my nail? I got a ruler right here. I got a little measuring tape. You want to measure them?
And that shit just OD. If a motherfucker want to measure your nails, like bro, come
Cause
on.
people try. I'd be like,
No,
I
they
see.
they did like just to
Try.
try to get you in trouble on some dumb shit. And like that's what really used to piss me off. Just like all the dumb shit people try to get you in trouble because they didn't like you or
You
whatever. It's
there?
like,
You
man,
there
what?
with the
You playing with
authority?
somebody? Yeah, you playing with somebody's career and life because you mad.
Because you mad. At the end of the day, for whatever reason, you mad about something that ain't got nothing to do with nothing,
Right.
and you have a point to prove. And you
And
feel
it's
like,
nothing.
let me abuse my rank, but people don't talk about that enough. And
They
some
don't.
and like we be talking about, you ain't gonna talk to everybody crazy, and you damn sure ain't gonna talk to me crazy. I don't be caring about none of that.
Nope. Because you're
I
going to
don't
find that
care
right
what it is,
one.
who it is, what's going on, what you think.
That
I
right one
think
going to
I'm the
give it to
biggest
you.
in my head, so you gonna have to see me about me.
But like, don't let you embarrass somebody because like you
What?
told me the wrong shit or I'm correcting you or whatever. Or you try to embarrass me in front of everybody. Now I'm on your ass over there because we ain't doing that shit. Don't do that. Don't find somebody and do that to them because Then they out to get you for the rest of your time, y'all together,
Mm-hmm.
over simple and
Teaming
dumb
up.
shit. And I hate that, like, people will say you did some shit or like try to like, oh, he talked back or she said this or that, felt intimidated or whatever. But it's like where when they reporting this stuff, where's the common sense? Like where okay, tell me the situation. What happened?
Mm-hmm.
Why did you feel like this? What did you do to have this person say something to you or whatever? Like people don't ask for that. And that's what pisses me off. They would go up the chain and tell on you and be like, oh, such and such did this. And they're like, okay, write them up. Let's get
Yeah.
them up out of here. And it's like,
Telling a one-sided story
yeah, like you ain't gonna ask what the fuck
to their
happened.
benefit. Yeah.
Or you gonna come get my side of the story? Because motherfuckers go in there and be like, oh, he said this and this and this. And I'm like, I ain't say none of that.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you thought you heard. I ain't said it. I tell you exactly. I'm a big believer. Like motherfuckers know. Like, nah, I ain't say that.
This
I
what
tell
I
you what I
said.
said.
Yeah, I'll be like quick to be like, nah, I'll tell you what I said, how I said it.
No,
Yeah, I
yeah.
had a little attitude and
The motherfucker like motherfucker be like, so you said you was gonna punch him? No, I ain't say that. I said I was gonna knock his ass out. You keep playing with me. It's a difference. I ain't say that. I tell you exactly what I said. Or whatever. Like I don't give a fuck. Like if I said it, I meant it. Whatever. Tell on me. But if you gonna say what I said, say exactly what I said. All right, motherfucker said I was retarded. No, I said you was a stupid bitch. That's what I said.
no, your mama was
Yeah, and your mama fucking dumb. She should have left you on the bed. Stupid motherfucker. That's what I said. Respectfully. What? I used to go on first on now. First on like first man. Did you say this? No, I didn't say that. Did you call the soldier stupid? No, I didn't say that. I just said the motherfucker couldn't read. You can't tell a soldier that. Why I can't tell a motherfucker you can't
because they
read?
can't read.
You can't
Want you
read.
to
What the fuck going
sugarcoat
on?
everything.
Why I can't tell you the truth? Like I'm like, he literally can't read. So why I can't tell him that? Like we here supposed to be helping me teach the class, and he over here stuttering and looking at the words and skipping words. I'm like, bro. For one, did you not look over the slides that I sent you? Two, why are you skipping words? And it's bad because the other soldiers that you're teaching the class to, they like going back and correcting you. Like, oh no, you skipped the word. Oh no, it says this. I'm like, man, you can't read. You were offended because I told you something that's true. All right, bro. All right, whatever.
Dang, that's embarrassing.
It is. Well, they don't get embarrassed about the shit. He didn't get embarrassed because he couldn't read.
He got embarrassed because you
He got
said he couldn't.
embarrassed because I said you couldn't read. But you over here fucking it up in front of 15, 20 people. But that's not embarrassing. Me going off on you like you can't fucking read. What the fuck? That was embarrassing.
Because you call him out. People do not like to be accountable.
But how do we get here?
I don't
Let's
know.
look at the actions that led us to me talking about you. How do we get here? You couldn't read the
Okay.
fucking slides.
Let's get back on track. Let's get back on track.
You right. You right. You absolutely correct. We
Let's
went
get
down
back.
a rabbit hole.
I know, right? These people, boy.
So so with transitioning, you went through the phase where it was all right, I'm getting out. All the thoughts went through your head. Um, how did you think it was gonna go? How did it really go?
Okay, that's good. How did I think it was gonna go? So remember,
Yeah.
I was going through my med board. So I was like, okay, boom. So I'm finna go through this little med board process. I'm finna have a little time to figure out my job situation, my living situation. Really, I was like really gonna look for a place in Austin, and I was like, so starting to look, get settled. That's
Hmm.
what I thought was finna happen. I thought I was finna have time to have a place. This shit piss me off every time I talk about it. But I thought I was really gonna have time to like create a solid plan and then execute that plan and then just go and transition to go to school in Texas. That's what I thought was gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
And how it went was the complete opposite of that. I had to figure stuff out real quick, real last
Mm-hmm.
minute, and real like, okay, I need some help to kind of get on my feet for a second. And that's okay sometimes. That's really okay. But at the moment, it was just like I went from being like very independent to not being able to be independent. And that was
Mm-hmm.
like rocky. But I will say through all of that, like, of course, the financial part of that was hard and all of that. But the mental was like way less. I was like at ease with knowing like I feel like I made the right decision. It's gonna be hard for a little minute, but I know
Mm-hmm.
this the right decision.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's good. You know, at least the mental part went down.
Yeah. I was like, woo, because I was finna go through that thing.
So
Who
let
wanted?
me ask
Who
you. Let
wanted
me
with
ask
me?
you. Let me ask you. Did you realize like how much the army did not fuck with you once you was going through that transitioning phase to get out?
Oh, I realized that prior to. I feel like, especially, let's talk about it in this skin. Yeah, I felt that every day.
Yeah, yeah,
Every
every day,
day I
yeah.
felt that. So it was already like, and I love being the beautiful black woman that I am. So I was like,
Mm-hmm.
nah, y'all not finna make me feel like, just off that alone, I felt that animosity every day. So, but going through that process, oh yeah, that let me know something for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That let me know, oh, this how y'all treat the people that sacrifice their lives, their families,
Like you ain't
their
shit.
time. Did this how
Mm-hmm.
y'all do them? If the people in the world that y'all call the country really knew how y'all treated y'all veterans, would they be so patriotic?
Oh, and we know which one's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's exactly what I went through. Like how I thought it was gonna go. I was like, all right, go ahead and sign these papers, get it out the way, and then I have time to get everything situated so I can get the fuck up out of here, right? And these
Hmm.
people are gonna like help me get everything I need so I can get the fuck up out their way, right? Nah, thought it was gonna be smooth. Fuck no, they fucked up my orders. Like you have to go through first sergeant them to get your orders and stuff to get out, but when I asked for them, they either forgot to email the people about them, or they forgot to send the people some information, so they was taking forever with my orders and stuff, and then they making it seem like it's my fault.
Mm.
Like, how the fuck is it my fault that y'all are doing y'all job? Y'all ain't never seen nobody get out the army before. This can't be y'all first rodeo. I done seen plenty of motherfuckers come up through this office and get out. But when it's time for me to get out, it's a problem. Motherfuckers is confused, right? Don't nobody know what the fuck going on. Don't nobody know how to ask questions and get answers, right?
Yeah.
So, oh, I get it. I get it. That's what it is. So when y'all get Mr. Nice Smitty, this how I get treated. So you want nigga Smitty. Okay, nigga here now. Okay, I'm here now. So now when I come in this bitch raising hell, cussing motherfuckers out and shit, now it's like, hold on, let me make a phone call real quick. But why I gotta do that, right? Because
Wow.
y'all want me to be calm and cool, right? Y'all want me to be in here and be respectful. Y'all want me to do what y'all want me to do when y'all want me to do it, right? When y'all call like, hey, we need you to go over here real quick. I'm supposed to hop up, yes, sir, master, and run over here.
Uh-oh.
But when I need y'all to do my shit so I can get the fuck on, y'all dragging y'all feet. But then when y'all finally get my stuff, then it's like, you need to hurry up, you need to hurry up. Boy, fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Y'all can shut the fuck up. I'm gonna take my time. What y'all gonna do? Put me out? I'm already getting out. What the fuck y'all gonna do? You gonna put your hands on me? I wish you would. Give me a reason.
They used to be like, you gotta come to formation. I was like, what you gonna do? Kick me
Formation.
out?
Bitch, I ain't
Fuck
coming to
you.
work.
I gotta find a job.
I ain't coming to work.
What y'all gonna do? Kick me
Formation.
out? What y'all gonna do?
Exactly.
Hold me longer so you gotta pay me more? Be fucking for real.
Come on. Like, what we talking about? What y'all wanna do? Y'all gonna drag y'all feet some more? Go ahead.
Right.
I'm not I'm not coming to work. I'm not coming to see y'all unless y'all got something for me that I need. And then I'm still gonna take my time because when I'm trying to do things in a timely manner to get everything rolling how it's supposed to roll so I can smoothly transition up out of here, y'all dragging y'all feet.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna take my time. You can be mad as fuck you want to. I don't care. At this point, I already know I'm getting out. So guess what? All that respect shit, I really ain't got nothing for y'all. I ain't had nothing for y'all when I was in this bitch for real. Because I see how y'all are,
Mm-hmm.
right? And now that I'm going through my phase and I'm getting out, I really see how y'all are. Fuck y'all. What? Do something. Do something. You can talk. You can talk about me behind my back all you want to, because I know you're not gonna say it to my face. Like, like motherfuckers know who they can talk to a certain way, how they can talk to them, and who gonna take that shit.
Yep. People know who
I
they
ain't,
could
I ain't,
fuck with for
I ain't take
sure.
that shit when I was in the military. You think me getting out, I'm gonna take that shit? Y'all finna see a whole nother side of me y'all ain't never seen before. Y'all thought I was cussing motherfuckers out and going crazy or getting active around this motherfucker. You ain't seen shit. Don't make me come in this bitch and act a fool. Like, why I gotta call my first son and go the fuck off on him? Oh, well, I'm trying to get your stuff. Well, I just called up there. They said with information from y'all so I can get my order so I can get the fuck out of here. So I need you to hurry and do that shit. Because when y'all call me and rush me to do shit, y'all want me to do it right now. So I need you to hurry and do that shit.
I want you to play
I'm,
like,
I'm, I'm,
hurry up
I'm
and
gonna get
wait.
to it.
Hurry up and
Okay,
wait.
don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna come to your office right now. I'll be up there in a minute. Then when I'm in your face, it's different. It's like, oh yeah, have a seat. How you doing? How are you? Let me go ahead and send this email for you since you're here. Yeah, do that shit. So I can get the fuck up out of here. I ain't trying to come up here and be in y'all face. I don't even fuck with y'all for real. Like, do what the fuck I need you to do so I can get the fuck out. And that's when I was like, that's when I really seen like motherfuckers. It don't matter what you've done for the military. Like, it's so many people in that last organization I was in that I saved, I helped out, put my neck
Mm-hmm.
on the line for, even the bosses, the big bosses and shit. And then when it's like you getting out, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I don't give a fuck what you did. None of that shit matters. And it's just like, damn, that's how y'all live? Like, y'all really ain't got no respect for nobody. I like, but it's cool though. And that's why I need getting out, because if y'all ain't had no respect for me this whole time, it's only, I can only imagine what y'all would be saying behind my back or plotting behind my back to do and stuff like that. Cause like some shit just don't make sense
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to them people. And I said them people, them goofy ass leaders in the military. So how I thought things was gonna go, my transition didn't go that way. And it's crazy, like it's really crazy. I keep sitting here saying transition because I'm thinking about something else when I say that. But my transition out the military didn't go how I thought it would. And they hype that shit up when you go to like SFL tap and stuff like, oh yeah, yeah, you're gonna do this. I went to
What?
SFL tap and acted a goddamn fool because y'all really pushing us through these classes and y'all not giving us all the information. And don't let me be in the class or something. It's like information y'all supposed to give me. I already did my research. So I'm coming here with questions, and then I want to see what you're gonna tell us. And if you don't tell me what I already know, y'all supposed to be telling me, I'm gonna ask the question. Because now you got to tell me what I already know. And SFL tap pissed me off because they just hurry up and push you through the class. Like, oh yeah, we'll help you with this. Huh. Okay, do this. Huh. Or like they don't really explain shit. Like they just touch the surface of things. Like people
Yeah.
getting out with their education benefits. They like barely talked about it. Like it was just like 2 slides, boom, boom. That was it. And so me, with my dad being military and stuff like that, so y'all ask questions like, so how do you apply for your benefits? Oh, you gotta go to the VA website. Da, da, da. Like, well, okay, can you do it before you get out, or you gotta do it after you get out? You have to wait a certain period of time to do it after you get out. Like, how can you do that? Then I got to go into detail about that. And then it was like, okay, so do we get the GI Bill and post 9/11, or we got to pick one? Oh, you got to pick one. No, you get both of them. But you teaching this class. Oh no, I don't think that's right. Look it up. Congress passed a bill to say you get both of them now. Now what? But you should know that because you're teaching a class. And you're teaching all these soldiers getting out of the military who's sitting in here depending on you to tell them everything they need to know on their way out. And you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. That's the shit that pissed me off. And y'all supposed to be here to help the motherfuckers that's in this room.
Yeah, and you be sitting in there for like a week.
Yeah.
It was the
8 hours
most
of my day for a
Yeah,
week.
just waste. Just it was like the most wasteful time. I could be looking for a job. I could be trying to figure out my living situation, but yet y'all want somebody to sit here and waste their time and sit through these meaningless slides, and y'all don't be really knowing no answers like that. And then y'all got an attitude because y'all don't want to do y'all fucking job. Like,
Exactly. That's how they do it. I'm like, for me, it was just like, it was seeing it like happen. I'm like, that's whack as fuck. Because yeah, a motherfucker getting out or voluntary, involuntary, whatever. Motherfuckers getting out, cool. It don't matter. They still did their time. They served this country, and y'all treat them like this.
that's why I call it doing
So
the bid. They treat you
once
like
you
you
once they done with you, they spit you out. Like go ahead, motherfuckers just act like I wasn't over here just putting in work. You feel me? And that shit was just crazy to me. So my transition was like it was eye opening, if more than anything, because everybody
eye
don't have that
opening is a
mentality
good
like me.
word.
Yeah, everybody
Yeah.
don't have that mentality like me. Like oh, not necessarily oh it's gonna work out for me. I ain't got no choice but to work out. I'm gonna make that shit work out. That's just how I am. It's not like, oh, if this doesn't work, then what am I gonna do? No, if this don't work, then I'm going to plan B, C, D, E, F. I'm gonna figure something out. I have no fucking choice. I'm a black man in America with kids. I gotta figure something out. I just can't be out here bumming it, laying on somebody's couch or whatever, hopping house to house. Nah, I gotta figure something out. And so I knew I was gonna be okay. Like I did my research. I knew more than what they was telling us in the class. So I already knew how to do all the things I was asking, but I wanted them to explain it for everybody else who probably didn't know. But I already did my research and I already knew the motherfuckers wasn't gonna help shit because I had already heard about them. But I had never experienced it until it was my turn. Then I experienced it and I was like, oh y'all full of shit.
Yeah. Um when I got out, I went to school some short time after, and the job that I got, I was on campus at the veterans office, and I really liked that job a lot cuz like I didn't have the best transition. I know a lot of people that don't have the best transition. I hear like a lot of stories. And so like it you you play the hurry up and wait game, and then people don't know their jobs. People don't know how to direct you to information, and it
Hmm.
makes the process even more challenging. So that was like a way that I kind of was able to like help other people. Cause at the end of the day, the reason I joined was to go to school, and I was like, why don't y'all know this shit for people that are just trying to like do something with their lives after? Why y'all
Yeah.
make it so difficult?
And I think they hold that against people. Like you don't belong to the military no more, so whatever you do, that's on you. But
Yeah,
that's messed up. because this program here is to help people transition smoothly out of the military. So if you're not answering questions, or let me say this, if you can't expect somebody to ask something they don't know, and if motherfuckers not asking the question, they not giving information, that's not right because they don't know to ask that question.
Yeah.
Y'all should be giving the information, all the information as possible, as much information as possible, but they don't. I was like, y'all fucking joke. Like
I
me,
agree.
me and one of the SFL TAP instructors, I think like the guy that was doing like career day, he was helping you like, oh, resume building, and we're gonna do mock interviews and stuff like that. Me and him got into it because he, damn, I forgot what happened. When we was in the class, I think he was, he was doing something. I was like, that shit don't make no sense. Like, I think it was an interview. So like, if you're gonna do an interview, a mock interview, like do a mock interview. Like, don't have us in here just bullshitting because like this is like people's career at the end of the day. Like people getting out to do this stuff for real. And so I think I said something to him about it, and like Buddy tried to play me. He was like, "Oh, you must be like a E5 or something," and I was like, "No." He was like, "You must be a specialist," and I was like, "No." And he was like, "You must be E3." And I was like, "Well, you got me fucked up." So I'm a whole E6 here. Don't play with me. He was like, "Oh, okay." It sounded like you don't need this class. I was like, "I don't." I was like, "I worked before I joined the military. I know how to do an interview. So I've interviewed for positions in the military. Like I know how to do it. I'm not stupid. I'm not slow. So, but you're not giving people what they need to be successful in an interview, and I don't like that. Like if you gonna actually do it, like just do it." And he was like, "Oh well, you're not doing anything from me. You can leave." "Oh, I'm definitely leaving after lunch, bro. Don't even worry about me coming back." Yeah, I wasn't coming back to begin with. I want y'all. I'm gonna sign my name. I'm not coming back because it's just not helpful at all.
Yeah.
And he felt some type of way, but it's the truth. Like you getting paid to do this, and you bullshitting. You just came up here and turned the slides on and walked out because that's all you do is reading from the slide. You can't expect people to be involved if you're not engaging with the class. Like, yeah, this shit boring, but you should be engaging more. But,
Nobody likes to hear the truth.
you know, yeah, you little scrawny ass. You ain't finna say nothing. You ain't finna do nothing to me. I ain't worried about you. You be mad if you want to. You can go tell. And I think that's another thing that like the weight is off my shoulders. Like, I don't give a fuck who you
Okay.
tell. Young days
I
is
feel
over
like
with.
that's one thing about them ex-military, them veterans, whatever you want to call it. Be like, who the fuck you talking to? Because I ain't got to worry about the
Yeah,
bitch ass.
at all.
I never gave a fuck, but now I really don't have
Yeah,
to.
I didn't give a fuck either, but it's just like being called in somebody's office to explain
Yeah,
yourself.
after
It's
you know you said something like, I already
like, bro,
know
we
they went
grown.
to
Like
go.
we had a grown altercation. I said some shit, he said some shit, but that motherfucker went and came and told on me. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
like a little
And then
kid.
didn't even tell
And
the
then
whole story.
right, left out their little part.
You pussy. Like you did all that yapping, then go in here and tell a whole nother story so I can get in trouble. And I think that's the weight that's lifted off my shoulders. So I didn't give a fuck then. Like I tell you,
Yeah,
yeah, I said what I said, but it is what it is.
I
But now,
definitely, I used to like, if you disrespect, I don't give a fuck if it's a captain in the room. If you disrespect me in front of a captain, well,
yeah,
what the fuck well, who you talking to? I did not care. And I think that, and I know that was the thing, like, no, I don't, at the end of the day, it's gonna be some respect around this motherfucker.
exactly.
That's it. That's all I'm asking for.
I'm not around here disrespecting nobody. Like I don't, in my opinion, I don't disrespect nobody until I get disrespected. People may feel differently, but in my eyes,
Right.
I don't just walk around disrespecting motherfuckers. I don't take my attitude out on random people. If you ain't had nothing to do with it, you ain't had nothing to do with it. Like you, but people do that and then expect you to just take it. Like, oh, I'm having a fucking bad day. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
What the fuck they got to do with me? Why are you talking to me crazy? Why are you looking at me like you got me fucked up? Then I'm wrong for reacting. No, because if I'm having a bad day, I'm not coming in here going the fuck off on y'all
Right.
because y'all had nothing to do with it. But at the same time, I'm like, y'all, look, I'm having a bad day. Just leave me alone, all right? Giving people that courtesy. Now, if you fuck with me after I told you that, that's on you. The motherfuckers just come in there and take their attitude on everybody and expect everybody to know you have. I don't give a fuck if you having a bad day. Motherfucker, you better go drink some water or something. Come back and try again because we had nothing to do with that. You come in with a whole fucking attitude, get your ass cussed the fuck out, and then you want to go tell on me. But you ain't come in and tell what you did. Bitch, yeah. So that shit's out. That oh shit, I'm in trouble again for something I said.
Right.
Wondering what's going to happen to me now.
Be like,
That
and
shit is
when
off
I
my
say
shoulders.
I didn't care, don't get in my face and don't touch me, and we good.
Oh yeah.
You get too close, these hands have a mind of their own. I am not responsible for
Listen.
the. I didn't and chop somebody in a uniform. Get back! You too close. What's in my phone?
That shit funny. Remember you slapped a buddy for getting in your face? That shit happened so fast. I was like, whoa, what the fuck?
Everybody was like, "Gosh,
Whoa.
that man, yeah." I told him back
You slapped the shit out of her. I was
the
like,
dog piss.
what? He was even shy. He was
They was like, "We heard that shit
like,
inside." The thunder.
but that's what happened. Like, what would get slapped? Like, they think you won't slap because he got the uniform on.
They be thinking, I be
And you know
like,
what's
really?
funny? I know he
Ooh.
wanted to tell on you. I know he
Mhm.
did. I know he wanted to tell on you because
Everybody was
he
like,
couldn't hit you. He couldn't do nothing. Boy, you should get your ass
"Yup."
hemmed up out here. I knew he wanted to tell on you. He was so embarrassed. I was
It
embarrassed
was
for him.
you out
I was
there. It was Buddy. It was other sergeants that was
like,
fucking with
yeah,
me. And everybody saw him in my face because I had told him
right.
get out. It was like a few times I told him back up. It wasn't just like no 1-2 smack. I was like, all right,
Yeah, you
you
slapped the
think I'm
shit out that
pussy?
day. I was like, damn, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, I was like, hey, come here, come here, come here.
Yeah, hey, whoa. I know he
That
wanted to
was
tell
the
on you
funniest
so
day in the
bad.
military I ever had.
That shit was hilarious, bro. That shit, I remember that shit like it was yesterday, boy.
That nigga got out the military after that.
Yeah.
He was like,
His
my
shit,
day is about over.
his shit just went downhill after that. It was not the same.
Ooh, that
But
shit was
it be people
hilarious.
like that. They play with you, and then when you react, it's like,
Hmm. And
oh, motherfucker.
you know something that I never liked about him? He used to always play with everybody, but he couldn't take it.
Oh yeah, nah.
Yeah, him.
That's the same dude. I had to choke him out and we was at AIT.
Ooh, I remember you told me that story.
Yeah, because he called me a bitch. We was playing basketball. He called me a bitch, and I'm like, I'm sorry, bro. Like, we don't do that bitch word. Like, chill. Like, calm down with that shit. He was like, man, nigga, you a bitch. I was like, all right. So we was walking in the building, coming from the courts, and I was like, bro, you call me a bitch again, you gonna find out what's happening. So he called me a bitch. I was like, all right, cool. We got in that building. I choked that little nigga out. He went to sleep. I choked him out, carried him to his room. His roommate sitting in the room, like, what the fuck? Dropped his ass off on the floor, and he woke up. Where he at? Where he at? And they like, bro, you better calm down. He really just put you to sleep, like, calm down. And he wanted to fight or something. Bro, I was like, bro, I'll beat your ass and stop playing. But motherfuckers get too comfortable in that uniform. Like, chill. That was on the
Yeah,
street. You
they
call
they
somebody a
think
bitch,
they
that will get your
Superman in that
yeah.
mud. I'd be like, boy,
That'll get your head
anytime
knocked off
when you
somewhere.
play,
Like, for real. Like,
everybody
don't
not
call me
playing
no
with
bitch.
you.
He
That's
love
one
playing that
thing
bitch word out.
yeah, that's one thing I did not like about that uniform. It was too many people. I'd be like, you wouldn't try me on the regular day. I don't know why you think
Mm-mm.
this uniform, you got this little S on your chest. I don't care about none of
Gave him superpowers. They think they just talk to anybody and do
that.
anything. No.
I'm the
Uh-huh.
kryptonite. I don't care about none of that. Like,
No. You know what the most
yeah,
disrespectful thing is to me? Like, when somebody talking to you crazy and you just walk away from them and like they telling you to come back and they just expect you to do it. But then like everybody looking at them like, so what you gonna do? That motherfucker walked away from you. Nothing. You ain't gonna do shit. You ain't gonna touch me. You ain't gonna do nothing. I'm gonna walk away and all you can do is tell on me. That's it. Go tell
yep.
on me.
I done heard
Embarrassed.
Warren get back here. Remember when I was talking about my when I had found out I was getting kicked out?
Mm-hmm.
They had called me in that office, man. It was the captain, the first sergeant. I didn't give a fuck. I got up out of there. I was like, nah, cause I'm really finna crash. I was like, I'm like when I say like rage and crying tears, I was like, I gotta leave or I'm finna move some shit around, cause y'all playing. That's dirty.
Right.
They come back here. I was like, fuck y'all. What y'all gonna do? Kick me out? Like that was crazy. I was like, boy,
But your ass do a
I'm gonna just
wall.
walk off. That's the best for everybody, including me. Cause
Yeah.
that's what y'all want.
They
That's what
want a
y'all want.
reaction.
Yeah, y'all
Y'all
want
want a
that
reaction.
reaction.
And motherfuckers gonna get it. Like, oh, you gotta be the bigger person. Let me tell you right now, I am the bigger person. Genetically, I'm the bigger person. But you not finna play with me. Go play with somebody else, bro.
Yeah,
I don't talk to y'all any type of way, so I don't expect y'all to talk to me any type of way. People do that, and they forget. And then
remind them.
when you inform them, yeah, remind them they feel some type of way. But it is what it is. People, everybody's human. Everybody has feelings, and you should treat people the way you would want to be treated. People forget
Exactly.
that stuff.
That's all it takes is treat the people the way that you want to be treated. Talk to people the way that you want to be talked to, and have some respect for my intellect. Don't treat me as if I'm stupid, because motherfuckers will really
Nah,
try to
for
sit
real.
there and treat you like
Like
who are
you the
you?
dumbest motherfucker on the planet.
Yeah, who do you think? And I look like Forrest Gump? Like
Yeah.
what the fuck? Like
Bubba shrimp,
Bubba,
gumbo shrimp,
he
cookie
like,
shrimp.
who do you think I am?
The
That be the
feelings should
part
go
for
over their
me.
head.
Oh, your perception is my reality. Oh, I used to hate my
That
perception is your
perception,
reality.
that perception shit is stupid.
I used to
And I
hate
hate
when
the
they say
military
that.
has that.
Yeah,
Oh, perception is reality. No, the fuck it
perception is
ain't.
reality.
Just because
I
you
used to
you thought
hate
you saw
that.
something or you thought you heard something doesn't make it real, stupid.
Doesn't make it true. That I'm not.
That's just a cop out for somebody who doesn't want you or want to see what really happened. They just want to see
Yeah,
what they
they
think
just
they
want to
saw
wait.
and run with it.
Yeah, with any situation, I feel like that it's some for a lot of people. It's easier to make reality fit what they want, so they manipulate stuff. Because
Yeah,
if you look at reality, it's more difficult for you to wrap your brain around that for some reason. I don't get that, but
because
I
people
feel
don't
like
want to know what's real. They want to know what
yeah,
they see, especially if they got something. If they got it out for you.
if they got something to benefit from it, oh yeah,
Yeah,
people wrap
you
stuff
pissed me off. Oh, you did what? You said
up.
what? But you really, what I think you said or what I think you did. Cool, don't worry about it. We're gonna get you in trouble. That's it.
Yeah.
So that shit is over with. Like that's one of the things I'm glad it's over with. Motherfuckers,
Mhm.
people not liking you or people having a grudge against you or feel the type of way against you or whatever.
For whatever
They try
reason,
to,
it be for the most random stuff that ain't got nothing to
yeah,
do
and
with
they try
nothing.
to use and find things to get you in trouble. Like I'm glad for me that part is over with because now
Yeah.
it's just like, then what y'all gonna do? I mean, okay, let's
Like
find another
the freedom, I don't think jobs be understanding. I be like quick to be like, I don't need this motherfucking job.
Yeah,
I did a contract. You're not gonna address me crazy.
and I feel like now it's like when I be like at work and stuff, motherfuckers be talking to me, and I be like, or they be like talking to me crazy, and I be like, you're not gonna talk to me crazy. I don't give a fuck what your position is. Like, you don't have to talk to me like that or whatever. And my perception, well, not my perception, but for me, it's like I didn't already been through like some real shit, the real serious. The army is some real serious shit. Like that's a federal job. I can like go to jail. You know what I'm saying? Like that
Hmm.
stuff is real life. Like motherfuckers, my life was really on the line or whatever. So you think you're gonna come in here and talk to me any type of way? You're not.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to talk to me like that. And you need to learn to value people. Like I value people. Like just off rip. Like I value. I've always valued people, but I have a more I value people more these days because
Your
we
understanding
don't.
like deeper.
Yeah, like we
Yeah,
don't. People don't have to deal with the stuff they deal with, right?
exactly.
And if I'm doing the job, I'm here to help, not to hinder. But if you think you finna talk to me any kind of way, and I'm out here busting my ass for you or this job, you're sadly mistaken. And people just don't know how to talk to people. Like you don't have to
Yeah.
yell at me for me to understand something. Like you can be like, "Hey, bro, you're not supposed to do that. You can do this," or like, "Why do you like?" You can talk to me like I'm a person. You don't have to fucking yell at me. And I tell people that all the time. And I don't know what it is, but for me in my life, it's always been women that talk to me crazy.
Hmm.
And it's sad to say, like women, they try to yell at me or talk down to me, and I'm like, I don't know who the fuck you talking to because that's not me. You could talk to somebody else like that. But when I've had male supervisors, they've never like tried to yell at me or anything. Like some have talked to me crazy, but never to the extent like how females go to get their point across from me. That's in the military and outside of the military.
You
I always
know,
have female supervisors that like yell or like feel
I
like they
I
gotta try to punk me or
definitely
something.
I definitely agree. Or it's like the attitude, or like I'm not in
Yeah.
competition with you. I be feeling like that for sure. Like definitely, it's definitely. I don't know why. Sad to say, but it be harder sometimes because it be like,
Yeah, I don't like what y'all trying to prove. Like y'all feel like y'all
or
y'all gonna punk me, right?
let me tell you, at my last job, I used to dress up, get cute or whatever. Oh, you got what? Don't worry about what the fuck I got on. Just know
Right.
I got this shit on. I look good, I smell good, and I came to mind my business and do my job. How about you get in tune with that? Like I
Hmm.
used to hate that. I used to feel like people was like really trying to like clock it, and I was like, for what? Cause if I start talking shit back to you, yeah, I got that shit on. You going, oh, I'm doing too much. But
Yeah.
no,
But they don't expect that either.
bitch.
They expect you to take that shit. And you're like,
Yeah, I used to be like, "Oh, don't I look cute?
who finna take that?
Don't I look cute? You like this fit?
The motherfuckers be
Dang, got this in
mad
no
and be
time."
mad. What are
Like
you
if I
mad
start
for?
popping it, then you're gonna get upset. So
Yeah,
just leave
but
me be.
why are y'all mad? What the fuck is wrong with people? And I just don't get it. That's what I don't understand. So like, I work with a lot of young people. So like
Mhm.
younger than me, like these kids like 18, 19, 20. And so like these supervisors, they be talking to them crazy, and I be like, bro, like I tell them motherfuckers quick, like this shit's not that serious. I'm like, y'all should have to deal with that. Honestly, if I was y'all, I just ignore them. It's sad to say I have to tell people that because like you're not supposed to ignore a supervisor, boss, whatever. But they shouldn't be yelling at motherfuckers for what? Like this shit, it's not that serious, bro. Like yeah, motherfuckers mess up all the time. Cool, get it, cool. If you got to repeat yourself or whatever, cool. But you yelling at somebody kid, these kids. And they be grown ass motherfuckers 33, 34 yelling at these motherfuckers. I'm like, y'all ain't gotta yell at them. Like they kids. Like,
Right.
believe it or not. And I think being in the military dealt with being around a lot of kids. So like you try not to yell at them, you try to like talk to them like, hey, look, you gotta do this shit. Like, man, I wanna do it, but we gotta do it to reason with them. So like I take that and to now and I'm like, y'all doing too much. But then when y'all come at me sideways, shit ain't gonna happen because
Yeah.
I'm gonna get back with you. Like we can go back and forth. Right? Motherfucker try to threaten me. I'm gonna write you up.
Okay.
You know what I said? I was like, how many write-ins it take to get fired? And they was like three. I said, well, you better print all three of them motherfuckers out. And I'm gonna sign them bitches. I'm gonna sign all three of them, but you're not gonna talk to me crazy. So you can go ahead and write me up for three separate occasions for cussing you the fuck out or going the fuck off on you. You think I ever seen the write-ups? Hell no. And then like one of them tried to yell at me, female, try to yell at me, and like I looked
Mhm.
at her and I just walked away. And then she came up to me later and was like, oh, you got an attitude? And I was like, no. I
You
don't know who
too.
you talking to like that. So I just walked away. Like, because you couldn't have been talking to me. I was like, I don't know who you was talking to like that. So I just walked away. Like, it wasn't for me. And she's like, oh, I was talking to you. Then I told her to her face. I said, well, that'll be the last one fucking time you talk to me like that. And she was like, and I was like, I'm dead ass serious. You would never fucking talk to me like that again. So I don't give a fuck who you think you is. And she was like, "Well, I'm gonna get you fired." And I was like, "Well, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
I don't care." I was like, "You can try, go ahead. I don't care." But I was like, "That's the best you got. I'm gonna get you fired." And I was like, "Go ahead." I said, "Ooh." Ooh, I am so scared. I'm shaking in my boots. I said, "You do know I do have another job. So you do know that, right?" And I was in, she was like, "Oh, so?" And I was like, "Yeah." I said, "This job don't pay nearly as much as my other one does. So you're not hurting me." I said, "But that shit don't scare me." I said, "So try something else." And she's like, "I don't like your attitude." Well, I don't like you and your teeth disgusting, bitch.
Right, people be thinking that's like a justification because I don't like you, you don't like me. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but they just expect you to take how they talk to you. And I'm not
Yeah,
going for that. Nah, I'm grown. Like, no, respect is earned and getting respect is given. Like,
yeah.
you just
This
can't
not
talk to people
the
crazy.
this not the generation for that. I think that time has came and went where people just be like taking whatever at a job because they need a job. Like
Yeah.
people be like more so now, like, nah, you gonna respect me because
Y'all,
I'm
technically,
here.
y'all need me.
Y'all need me. Y'all said I be having that in my head all the time. I be like, y'all said y'all needed help.
Yeah.
I didn't
Hire
come
now.
outside begging for people to come in here and help them. The same way you feel like, oh, I need this paycheck. You need somebody to do this job.
Hmm.
It just so happened I'm here at the time, but that don't mean you just get to run my life. No. And
Yeah,
another thing, I'm not doing
they love that
nobody
shit.
else's job or something you don't pay me to do. You're
Right.
not gonna overwork me and underpay me.
Oh, you a supervisor? You do supervisor things? Oh, you want me to do supervisor things, but you get paid supervisor.
Math
No,
ain't
thank you.
mathing.
No, thank you. And I tell
Math
them
ain't.
all the time, I'm like, that's not my job. That's a supervisor job. I don't get paid for that, and I walk away. And she be
That's
hating. Nope, nope. That's not my job.
that's
That's a
above
supervisor.
me. That's
Yeah,
above me.
that's what supervisors
No.
do. I'm not a supervisor. I said when I want to do supervisor things, y'all tell me that's not your job. So I'm telling y'all, that ain't my job.
Hey,
Yeah, G.
I
Then they
done
be
told
mad. I don't
somebody
give a
before,
fuck.
I'm not doing that. Like they were like, "What? Do you want to tell the supervisor that? You want to call him in here? Y'all need me to clock
Yeah.
out for the day? I'm not doing that." They was like, "Go on, clock out for the day." Oh,
I'm gonna
cool.
think because they gonna get somebody. I'm gonna change my info.
Right, cool.
Okay. I'm gonna change this thing I told you. The
I
fuck?
was like, I was like, I needed to go get a drink anyway. Like,
Hell.
it's
Oh,
an
what
early
you
dinner.
wanna? Hey, motherfuckers, be like, you wanna repeat what you said? Oh, you think I'm gonna change because he's
Absolutely.
standing right here? I told you I ain't doing that shit.
I'm not doing it.
It ain't changing because he's standing right here. I'm not doing that shit. And supervisor be like, well, you ain't doing it.
Yeah, because
You
what are
gotta
you
learn.
gonna do? Write me up? Cool.
Write me up, put your hands on me, try. But you can't do shit to me.
But that's when
And
I
I think
knew
people just
I
want you to be
needed to
scared.
be. That's when I knew I needed to be my own boss.
Hmm. People want you to be scared of them. Of what? You put your pants on the same way I do.
Uh oh.
I'm good. We good. So
So,
transitioning, I can at least say, has been for me a roller coaster, ups and downs, ups and downs. It ain't been perfect, but it's coming around.
hmm
Figuring out things, finding out things, learning things. I think learning things is the key to transitioning. It's a lot of stuff they don't tell you when you get out or when you're on your way out. You start finding things out along the way. So for me, that's the big chunk of my transition and just finding out a lot of stuff that I didn't know, that they didn't tell me. What's the biggest
okay.
part for you?
What'd you say?
What was the biggest part for you when you was
Or
transitioning?
transitioning? Um, I guess figuring out what was next.
Mm-hmm.
And like, ooh, patience. Patience. If that ain't teach me nothing else, it taught me patience. And it taught me when I say literally everything happens in divine timing the way it's supposed to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Patience. That was the biggest thing for me.
So I ain't got no patience. I mean, here going the fuck off. You gonna say what? How long? I fucked up. Ain't nothing else I can do to get this
I be
shit.
like, y'all
Take
knew
this
I was
nigga.
getting out. Why y'all
Yeah,
ain't
what
have
the
all of
fuck?
this?
Y'all niggas, y'all want to take 2 months to pay me my last paycheck? The fuck? Y'all knew I was getting out. Y'all should have took that money out. Y'all should have checked all this shit before I got out.
I
Now you
was
talking about
talking about,
gonna take
ooh,
2 months to get your paycheck. For what? What y'all checking for, nigga? Y'all don't want to pay
boy,
me. That's what it is. That's what it is. Y'all don't want to pay me. Just give me
you
my
ain't
money.
never lied. That last paycheck took so long to come in. I was
Yeah.
like, what's the hold
I ain't
up?
never seen so many deductions in my life.
I was
Y'all
like,
could have kept
people.
this little piece of shit.
Oh no, my shit was hefty
Yeah,
though.
my shit was hefty shit.
I had all them leave days. Mine was very abrupt. He was very sudden. I was like, okay. But it took a while. They was like, oh no,
Yeah,
we just
no.
cash you out for these. They was like, dang, you gonna have. I was like, for real. And I had some use or lose on there. They're like, oh
Mhm.
yeah, you gonna be. I was like, okay, that's something. Shit. Okay.
We kind of keep my money.
So from your perspective, being that you're going through it more recently, how do you think the process can be improved?
They need to find better educators for stuff and provide better information because they don't tell you shit. Like it,
Hmm.
like what I found out being out, it's a lot of government uh, programs that help soldiers transition out the military. Like they'll help pay your rent, they'll help pay your bills, they'll help you find a job, help you do your resume, all that shit. And it's like locally where you go. So I don't think they're not telling people that. They're just putting people out there and then like letting them blow with the wind. So they need to educate people. Like get over that shit. Oh, you getting out or what you getting out for, whatever. Okay, motherfuckers get out the military every day. Cool. But y'all still got a job to do with educating folks. Like if this how I look at it, like if it was my kid getting out, I want my kid to know everything they needed to know getting out the military. And I think people need to start looking at people like that. Like this is somebody's kid, like somebody's child, and y'all just leaving them out there to dry, and that's fucked up. Because if it was your kid, you would want them to know every fucking thing possible. And if your kid came home and was like, "Oh, I went to spell tap today, and they ain't tell me nothing," you would feel some type of way.
Yeah,
But I don't think people look at it like that,
that's a
and
big
they should
point.
be looking at it like that. Because that's what I told my first sergeant. Like when I got out, I asked him a question, and I was like, "Do you think you did everything that you were supposed to do to help me?" And he was like, "What do you mean?" And I was like, "Do you think as a fucking first sergeant you did everything you could possibly do to help me transition out of here smoothly?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "You're a fucking lie." Like we having a real conversation now. Like I said, that's a lie. I said, you know you didn't. I said, if your son was in the military and he was getting out, do you think everything you did for me, you would have did for him or more? And the room got silent. And I said, that's my answer right there. That is my answer. I said, because off bat, if you felt like you really did everything you needed to do to help me transition out of here smoothly, you would have said yeah. But you know you didn't, and you would have done 20 times more to help your kid transition out smoothly. I said, but I already knew that. I just wanted to see what you had to say about it. But my mom's already made up about how I felt. You helped me as a first sergeant, and it's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to help soldiers, right?
Mm-hmm.
In this position that you're in, you are technically the father figure for all soldiers. You're supposed to be the technically how I see a first sergeant. You're supposed to be the protector of all enlisted soldiers. You're supposed to be there, like, hey, bro, what's going on with this soldier? Why this soldier ain't doing this, and boom, boom. You're supposed to be that person, like they're your kid. And I was like, you don't fulfill that role for me. But thankfully, I'm not just a sit around and wait for somebody to help me type person. Google
Yeah.
is a motherfucker. Google helps me every time. And so I say that to say that motherfuckers just need to treat people as if they want to be treated. Like you want somebody to help you and point you in the right direction or whatever if you was getting out the military. So they should do the same thing easily. That's what the program's for. If the program not doing what it's meant to do, it's
It should
useless.
change,
The
yeah.
point
And
is
they,
useless.
yeah.
Y'all getting paid for nothing. Because I ain't gonna say I could have got out there and taught a better class, but I could have got out there and taught a better class just off Google, Googling shit and showing people where I found it at, and like people don't understand is each state has a government entity locally that helps veterans. There's an office in there somewhere that helps veterans. Then there's a state office that is there that specifically helps veterans, that is there for veterans. And I just found all this stuff out by Googling and making phone calls. So these educators or whatever at the FLTAP, they need to do better and educate soldiers. Don't get me as a FLTAP job because it's over with. Motherfuckers going to all the nooks and crannies. You feel me? I got tips and tricks for you. Don't even worry about it. Smitty got you. Shit,
Maybe
I
you
motherfuckers.
should look into it.
Maybe I should. I don't know.
Maybe.
I'm taking care of
Cause
me
I
right
know when
now.
I got out, that's kind of what I was just like, where's somewhere I could be useful? Cause that shit was some bullshit. And I was like, you
Hmm.
education, let me go right there. It was good. It was definitely like, cause I became kind of somewhat like a liaison. Cause it was at campus, and it was like if you said, "Oh, you're a veteran," they're like, "Oh, go to the veteran office." So it was like it's other issues. It ain't got nothing to do with our office. As soon as they hear
Hmm.
veteran, oh, just go to the veteran office. They handle that, and we
Right.
be like, "What for lunch? We don't go to the cafeteria. What?"
Nobody's serving veterans over here. Stupid
Like, what are
ass.
they talking about? But it was literally every little thing, and I was like, so we had to overlearn the job, overlearn other people's job, other departments. But I was like, it is what it is. We'll figure it out.
So what would you change if you could
Um,
from when you went through it?
I think we kind of had the same answer. I didn't feel like the class was like it prepared me for anything. I felt like it was more than anything a waste of my time. It was like, why have people come here? If y'all gonna do this bullshit, then make it optional.
Hmm.
Because I could be doing more valuable things as
Just
opposed
sit
to
in the
just
class for
sitting
8 hours.
here. Yeah. And you're literally like, you're quite, and that's something else. I feel like my process, I would say there should be, at the end of the day, like we discussed earlier, these are people that came, they signed a contract, they signed their lives over to you. These are people that trusted you with their children, with their wives, their husbands. At the end of
Hmm.
the day, you should not just be able to just be like, oh, unless you could committed something, an absurd crime.
Hmm.
It should be no, just oh, it should be oh, you have 90 days. You have a minimum of this time, but just know this the date that you're gonna be out. We letting you know. so you can secure a job. We have this program that you want to go through. I feel like it doesn't prepare you for anything. It doesn't give you, not that you might not need a safety net, but it should be something in place to where, hey, we know this transition is something that you're gonna be different from. We not gonna pay you on time. That was another thing. It was nothing. No one told me, oh, your paycheck not gonna come to, like, I'm calling people to figure out what the fuck going on. Why
Yeah, that's
y'all
something
not?
you should
Why
tell
y'all not
people.
briefing me on shit that y'all already know? Oh, nobody told you? No.
Motherfucker briefed me on, oh, you get your last paycheck 3 or 4 days, or three to 7 days after your last day in the military or some shit like that. I was like, okay. So my last day in the military today, right? Okay. Man, I see a check for like 2 months. And I'm like, what the fuck? It's like, yeah, it take like 30 or 40 days for finance to review them. And I'm like, that's not what they said. And they're like, yeah, they told you wrong. I was like, all right. Good thing they got money in the bank. It's money saved, because if I was living paycheck to paycheck, I'd be asked out.
Yes. Asked out. Yeah, I was asked out.
Waiting on that final check.
Like, thankfully, I had a little bit saved up, but it was tough.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, I'm gonna figure it out.
That's my choice.
Yeah. Thankfully, I had like a little support system for a minute. I'm talking about who, that's for a whole nother episode. But
Type shit,
yeah.
type shit,
it was
type
definitely
shit, type
that.
shit.
Yeah, for sure. So I guess my thing to answer your question simply would be um just a better process, and that safety net of time to where you have to figure it out. Because I couldn't imagine too, like, what if I had kids? I was thinking about stuff like that. I was like, I can't imagine the people that go through this and they have kids and they actively take care of their kids, like their
Yeah,
kids
gotta
actively
figure it
live with
out.
them, or they're whatever. I was like, I can't imagine.
They want you to figure it out.
Hey, that was, yeah, that process. Oof. I feel like
It's fun. Don't give a fuck about nobody.
we should wrap it up on, like a little tune, our little theme song. Like, what song made you think of this, the topic for this episode that we went through?
So my theme song for the topic today is "Grind and Pray" by August Alsina. Gotta listen to that. It's definitely motivational, but it just lays it out there for you. You just gotta grind and pray for real. That's all you
Yeah,
got. Cause ain't nobody gonna help you for real. You just gotta figure it out, and that's what I live by. I just gotta figure it out. I don't look for
yeah.
handouts. I don't look for nobody to help me or give me guidance. I just figure it out, look it up myself, figure things out. So that song is here with me. What about you?
Excuse me. Mine, because we was talking about transitioning out of the military, I made it very specific to I've been going through some things by Boosie.
No, for real, for real. It be them
Yeah.
struggle songs. See, it be them struggle songs that get you through. And you like, damn, I be feeling like that. Nah.
Hey, I used to be bumping that bit in there. Ooh.
And you know, like when you going through the shit and you hear the song, you be like, damn, that bitch just hit home.
Man, what?
Hit home.
I'll
I
be
know.
like,
I felt
I
every
didn't
word.
know. I didn't know.
Man. Because at first you like, I was listening to the song because I like it, but now that like shit is going through it, it's like,
Yeah,
damn,
I can relate to it. It hit.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
So yeah, man, it's crazy when you think about it. Shit come like full circle. You be like, damn,
Ooh,
wonder
don't
what the fuck
it?
he was going through when he made that song. Yeah, I know what I'm going
I know he was going through it for real. For
through. Yeah. I'm saying, so I know he had me going through some shit.
Because he made
Yeah.
the song. He was really going through it.
Nah,
Like,
facts.
woo.
Big factuals.
Yeah.
But
This was a
yeah,
good
that's yeah.
episode.
Transition is episode 1. We got a few more to go.
Yeah.
We're gonna make
It's
this
gonna
one
be a good
count.
little series.
Oh yeah. All y'all military folks tune in. We're gonna make this one count for reals. Reals for reals. So on that note, we already said what we would change.
Mm-hmm.
Um, talking about what we talked about. What have you learned, or have you learned anything, or what's gonna stay with you after this conversation for tonight?
After this conversation,
hmm Just on the topic.
um, it made me resilient.
hmm
It let me know, like, getting in the military and getting out of the military. Cause getting in, I was like, I ain't want to do this, but I'm just here. But getting
Yeah.
out, it made me like, oh nah, you built how you think you built. Like it ain't just you. It ain't just talk. You had to walk it too. So it made
hmm
me like confident in myself. Like it, like I always felt like, oh man, I think I can do anything I want to do. But that it made me like, nah, I can do it.
hmm
If I don't remember nothing else, I remember that. So yeah,
You gotta keep that alive. That
yeah,
resiliency. Keep that
for sure.
alive. For me, I think. Not I think. I know. What's gonna always stick with me is motherfuckers don't fuck with you. You don't realize motherfuckers don't fuck with you until they don't fuck with you. You feel me? Like I knew motherfuckers didn't fuck with me, but I really know y'all don't fuck with me
Mhm.
now. Or whatever. And you just always gotta keep that in the back of your head when it comes to anything. Like not saying not everybody's not gonna fuck with you, but to what extent?
Yeah.
So I keep that alive. Like I don't expect everybody to fuck with me 1,000%, but you really see how motherfuckers don't fuck with you when you either like need something, you're going through something, or whatever. So that's all. That's always in the back of
It
my
be
mind.
when you be like really like not grasping for help, but you just be
hmm
like I could use
Yeah,
somebody in my corner, and then you be like, dang, I
y'all
ain't
really
even
don't
know
fuck with
you.
me.
I ain't even know you ain't fuck with me like that.
Yep.
I ain't that be the thing. You be like, I ain't even know you
But
ain't
now I
fuck with me
know.
like that. But now
Right.
I know, and I and
Yeah.
I and I get I'm at that stage in life where I be like, my bad for thinking that. I apologize. That was on me. I really put stuff like that on me. I'd be like, I should have known better.
Yep. Cause you didn't tell me you fuck with me. I thought you fucked with me.
Yeah.
Right. I thought you was gonna be there for me and help me out when I needed it. I thought that. You ain't never said that. So that's on me for thinking that.
Or even if you said it, your actions was never matching up with that. So
True. So I fooled myself.
I fooled myself. Shame on me for fooling me. We gotta put that on the
Yeah.
t-shirt. Shame on me for
Hey,
fooling
shame
me.
on me. Hey, fool me once, shame on me. Shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me again. What the nigga say? What that joint? You know that J. Cole song? Where he
Yeah.
got Bush? Was it Bush? He got Bush? No, he got Clinton on there. I think
Clinton.
it's Bush. He was
Clinton.
like, fool me once,
But
shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
fool me 3
Fool.
times. You ain't gonna fool me again.
Yeah, yeah.
That's my song right there.
Nah, that shit,
Fool
that's
me 3
legit though.
times. You ain't gonna fool me again.
Fool me once, can't get fooled again. Some shit like that. Yeah, you gotta live by that shit because that's life or whatever. And people don't disappoint us; we disappoint ourselves.
And you know the crazy thing, I'll be so cool with being disappointed now. I'll be like, I'll tell
Yeah,
somebody, I'll be like, "Psst, that was my bad. Dang, I shouldn't
yeah,
even did all that to myself. I did too
right.
much." They be
Yep.
like, man,
Even though they did all the shit, but yeah, it was
yeah.
on me for thinking,
I just take
believing, whatever.
responsibility at this point.
Yep, that's on me. That's on me, baby.
That's
But it's
on
cool
me,
though.
babe.
You live and you learn.
For
But
sure.
yeah, let's go ahead and wrap this up tonight. It's your boy Smitty.
It's your girl, Queen Lex.
This is another episode of When Libras Link. And we out, baby.
Bye.
What kind of bullshit is that? My mind on full attacks. Wine times I make you stay strapped. I'm from the hood, so I speak these hood politics. Smart nigga, I know Master don't like that shit. They put these gun stores on our corners. Treat us like foreigners, they don't support the black owners. It's time to take back what's ours. Get down to lay down, but don't be a coward.